the active listening, when you listen to somebody and you're looking for something, you find it.
Yeah.
So some people find it in Avril Lavigne, some people find it in Public Enemy, but if you're actively looking for something, you get it.
Yeah.
You get something. But when you get older, you're not as you're not tripping out about your identity as much. You're not actively looking for so much
more in
structure.
Yeah.
So what you do when you get older is you start to listen a little more. Oh yeah, there's this book, there's these guys, there's this whole thing. It's all part of being a person. It's like walking into a fucking party or a bar or something like that. If you're 16, man, you don't even look people in the eyes. When you're 26, you're like, hey, this is it. Even if I'm not really, I don't want to be here or something. This is it. This is what we're doing as people right now. We're all here. We're doing it.
Yeah.
You're not searching so hard for some kind of answer.
Yeah.
And so the answers are there. Because that's the whole thing is the answers are always here. We are human beings. This is life. It's the trees, the sun, art. Yeah. This is all happening right now. This is what we're doing as people.
And you're right. And to call it anything else would be kind of cheapen it. I see what you're saying. Kind of talking about context too. It's like you're supposed to just take everything as it is. I'm looking at Joey. Joey's filming this. The wind is blowing. But you have to process all of that and kind of distill a message that's going to give you.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. It's when you start to see some type of bigger picture, whatever that is, because even a bigger picture is still an idea. That's still a funnel, When you can start to see it and start to try to understand the absence of everything you dislike, the absence, including within yourself. Start to understand that there's this great love, this great reason that even though we fucking kill each other as people, we're still around. And there's this big reason,
Well, have you ever heard of the concept of the rock tumbler? The guy who wrote Fight Club talks about this. How this world that we live in is basically like a rock tumbler. The point is for us to knock into each other, get into shit, get angry, get sad, get happy. And at the end, you come out polished. That's the idea. Because you just get knocked around with all these other people your whole life. The idea is at the end, you come out something close to divine. Or something, I don't know if it's real.
Here's the thing about that. It's a person with some, ability to kind of be resilient or whatever, start to take their blows and, heal the scars and make new ideas a reality.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is getting punched is reality. Because if you look at somebody who's punching you and really feel this is it. You're a human being. You don't punch. Maybe you're confused and say punch me. Maybe you're confused and you say fuck you or bump into me or say I got my t-shirt. You have yours. You're a different seat. But the whole thing is that is how human beings think. And so to me the bigger picture is the absence of rejection. It's looking at it all and being here's where we are. I wish that nobody killed each other. But to really, really feel that, really understand that, I have to never feel like I'm threatened, right? So you say, no war, don't throw atomic bombs at people, which is yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. That's fucking stupid, But when you're walking down the street, if someone steps on your shoe and it's fuck you, how do you feel? That thing is the same thing that makes atomic bombs be created and thrown. And so to ever get anywhere beyond all of it, you have to really look at it and understand what it is, And what is it? I don't know. There's no thing, but it's this is life, You get angry. So to be angry at anger, you're just part of the same thing, Yeah, it's all it, It's of course, people sit and protest. This is a big, if you guys ever read this guy, Christian Murray, he's super to the point, super good. But it's talking about, once he was, I think, he's grew up in India, and was some Brahmin prince, and this whole caste system thing. And by the time he was 7, people were saying he was this new messiah or whatever. he's a really interesting guy to read. And so most of the shit that you read from him isn't written down. It's just like he talks and people, write it down as he's doing it, And he was alive. Like, I think he didn't die till the 80s or something like that, or maybe late.
He's not the guy who said that Hare Krishna movement. The one who was like,
no, not at all. No. But so, anyways, one of his things he was talking about a guy. Oh, this is the jam.
Yeah.